Hi there guys, and welcome to another Train Sim 2017 video. Today, as you'll have seen from the thumbnail, we're doing something a little bit special. Fictitious, yes. Out of the realms of possibility back in the day, no. This is the Class 92 reskin by Chris Horsfield. It's his first full reskin of a locomotive. Another thing that's really cool that I'm really impressed with is we are at Euston. And we're on our way just up to Watford Junction today, but I will do more videos all the way out to Birmingham and back from Birmingham. This is on the West Coast Main Line South, which is available on UK Train Sim. Really up there with suburban Glasgow for detail, and considering this is a freeware route, I am completely and utterly gobsmacked. We'll have a quick look down the train, we'll have a quick look at the reskin, and then we'll get going. So, I'm mightily impressed. It's in ex-works conditions. We have spoken about doing a bit more of a weathered version, which I'm looking forward to. The one thing he is having problems with is a numbering. The numbering is actually there. I don't know if you can actually see it, to be fair, but it's actually black as well, so you can't see the dynamic numbering. But this has just been put on here as 92043. I have stuck it on a mock-up of a sleeper set, really. This is just some Mark III sleepers with some Armstrong Powerhouse Mark II first open on there, and a Mark II BSO, just to sort of act as the lounge cars more than anything. It's more for effect than realism. As always with the Class 92, I'm running with the Armstrong Powerhouse sound pack, which is amazingly good. So we'll just get the train started and we'll get heading out towards Watford Junction. Just make sure everything's set. I don't think there's anything else I need to worry about up here. What we need to do with those on. And headlights are already on. Cool. Stick it in that, because I like to know when my fans are coming on. VCB's all closed. This would have had hill start. I don't know if hill starts actually, yeah. So this journey, we will be doing quite a lot of out of the cab stuff, contrary to what I usually do. Just purely because the route is stunning and the livery looks beautiful sweeping through it. It all speaks for itself, really. The 92 being in an in-city Swallow livery isn't majorly over the top or out there when it comes to fictitious liveries. It's not like some of the 66s or the 58s and things that I've seen people doing on fictitious livery websites. As far as I'm aware, it was possibly done. Well, not done, thought of. In the first stages of the 92s, really. I can't confirm that. I only know a bloke that worked on the build of the 92s, and he was actually telling me about it when I was thinking about doing this for model Class 92, and that's how this came about. This came up on one of the Model Railway Facebook groups, and somebody put it on BH Reskin and said, do this, and then Chris gave it a go, which I'm very pleased he did. So yeah, would it have happened in real life? There are plenty of rumours out there that it was maybe going to happen. What would they have used them for? I don't know. I mean, with a maximum speed of 80 miles and 87 miles an hour, and a big powerful electric locomotive, chances are they probably would have only done what they do now passenger wise, and that would be sleeper stock. It's what they were designed for. And hauling freight, remember these were dual purpose when they were built for EPS. So 92s were owned by, and don't quote me fully on this, and I couldn't give you numbers, but some were owned by EPS, which is European Passenger Services or whatever it was. Then you had SNCB, I think, had a couple, and SNCF had a few. And then British Rail for rail freight distribution. Nowadays, of course, most of them are owned by Eurotunnel, GBRF. It's actually GBRF ones that are used on the Serco Caledonian Sleeper these days. So yeah, this route, stunning, absolutely stunning. I'd really like you guys in the comments to tell me what you think of the route. And the livery. The livery is available. It is available over on Chris Horsfield's Facebook page. Link to it's also on my Facebook page. If you're not a member of those, get yourselves over there. Even if you just get a Facebook page for those two groups, it'll keep you right up to date with what's going on with us. So I haven't massively explored a lot of the routes coming off and into this, sorry, neutral section. I should have turned it off. It does have active neutral sections as well. So this is Primrose Hill Tunnel. Oh, my FAP's gone off since going through that neutral section. That's nice. Gotta love the FAP in this. Oh, I need to go onto that screen, don't I? There we go. It's just nice to have a little bit of realism like that. Yeah, the 92s were pretty well known for interfering with signalling systems, hence why that system you see there was implemented. Cut the power to it to make sure it couldn't interfere with it. When it detected anything, it just cut it all off. Just realised that really made no sense whatsoever to you guys, and I failed to say it in a more technical way that would make it any easier. So as you probably will notice, I am missing some assets for this route, but it's still stunning. If you guys know what it is specifically I am missing, let me know. I haven't gone through the list since I installed the route the other day to redo it, just because I've been playing it more than anything. I did live stream this the other day, and that was my first sort of go with it. And just phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. I will be doing more videos on this route as well. I'll do a run from Birmingham New Street down to Euston, definitely. The prerequisites of what you need, the requirements for this route are incredibly high. There is an awful lot, but it is so worth it. So worth it. I would quite happily invest 20 odd quid, 20, 30 quid in getting the DLC I needed to get this route running. Because then you're sort of getting 3 or 4 routes for the price of one. And with the Steam sale still going on until I think it's the 2nd of October, get on over there and get it. Get what you need. Get this done. What do you guys think? I mean, let me show you some of the London Overground stations and the Underground stations. Let's not get caught out by that. So this is Queen's Park. So you've got the 4th rail system there, and you've got the 3rd rail overground stuff. There's the Queen's Park carriage sheds as well. It's just very pretty. We'll follow the train up a bit. One of my favourite things is the amount of line side detail that's in this. Whether it be rubbish in the ballast in the middle of the tracks, whether it be clutter, rails, cable trunking. It's just really well done. Kensal Green. Frame rate wise, it can be a bit stuttery at times loading up some of the bigger yards, but mostly I'm getting anywhere between sort of 20 and 30 FPS with my frame limit capped at 30 FPS. Sort of Euston, places like that can be a little bit tricky. But generally it's alright, considering it uses a lot of the West Coast Mainline Trent Valley assets. Still runs like a dream. I mean, just now we're up at my frame limiter. There's no stock in this either, because it's a quick drive, so there's no AI, and as soon as you start putting stock in here, you are going to run into some frame rate drops every now and again, I'm sure. Oh, I missed the DSD. What are they? Are they my light switches? Yep, tail lights and upper headlight are on J and K. Actually, this is quite a nice place to stop, because I like Wembley Station on this. It's actually well modelled. So yeah, of course that was planned. That definitely wasn't me just missing the DSD. It was really planned. But no, what it does show is it shows a good difference between mainline and the overground stuff. It's nice to see. I think I'll let it sit for a while anyway before that's going to reset. So yeah, I mean, it's just, considering this is freeware, I'm really impressed. Really, really impressed. Right, what do I want? I want to be able to pull my brake off a little bit here. Are you going to let me release my brakes? Say, nah, not yet, Al. Not yet. Going to keep you waiting for a little bit longer. We'll have another little look at the train while we're here, won't we? So with the 92, it's got the mainline sort of beige at the bottom, not the white. And I think they probably would have gone more for the beige. And I know they didn't do Intercity mainline livery with the Intercity logo and the swallow. I get that. There's some artistic license in this, and there should be as well. The Intercity logo being big on the side, I mean, you only really got that on sort of really mainline stuff. So like the 47s, HSTs, 91s. On the 90, I think one of them on one side was different to the other, in fact, at one point. What am I doing wrong here? Why am I not getting a reset on my emergency brake? Power's off. Let's take you out and start that again. No. Oh, there we go. You're all sitting there going, emergency brake plunger, emergency brake plunger. I'm like, yeah. It is just the realism in the Armstrong Powerhouse product itself, is that the brake plunger goes down with the emergency brakes, as per the real thing. It wouldn't be one of my videos without something like that anyway. And I should have really isolated the DSD before I did this video, because I knew I'd be outside the cab. It is now isolated. Oh, that's gone up a fan notch, is it? Bit of traction motor whine in there as well. Yeah, so the route itself, head on over to UK Train Sim, you'll find it there. Get what you can and get this in. I am so excited. I haven't had a route that's really captured me like this for a long while. As soon as I put it down after the live stream the other night, I was literally like, I could go out and do a bit more. I couldn't, because it was Sunday night. I needed to spend some time with the wife. And I'd done a quick afternoon stream. It went well. And I thought I could just go back out and do some more. I just want to go back out and drive it, even without live streaming or recording. I just want to go and play it. And I really can't really remember what the last route. Suburban Glasgow is probably the last route that did that to me. And this really is the opposite to what I particularly. I'm very much an East Coast man. Very much an East Coast man. And I'm just surprised there isn't that much YouTube content out of this route. There isn't scenarios, there isn't masses of scenarios for it. It's not massively well known. I think it is well known, but it's well known as the route that has too many requirements. But now I'm on this and playing this and seeing this, I don't give a monkey's how many requirements it has. You could easily go out and be spending 25 quid on this route and be very happy. Now, if you have to spend 25 quid on other routes to get this route, you've got all those other routes that you've bought plus this. This is like an added bonus for owning all those other routes. And what a bonus it is. I mean, I'm sure it's not perfect, and I'm sure there's lots of you out there that know this route like the back of your hand. And if you do spot things that aren't correct or really bug you about it, let me know, because at the moment I'm ridiculously positive about it. And this is one of the things that I really like. The attention to detail. Just normal Viacom logos on top of billboards, with billboards that aren't Take a Flight. With like a Piper Warrior advertising an airline. I know it's little things that drive me wild, but Drive me wild, drive me mad. It's nice to see somebody take the time to put them in. Limited clearance signs, NRN GSMR signs, cable trunking, AWS relay boxes with the bits going across the track. It's just really nice. This is actually the second time I've recorded this video. Since my live stream, my OBS decided to film the video in FLV. And while it uploaded to YouTube at about 0.1 of a second really nicely, the quality when I was in YouTube was pretty awful. So back to recording MP4. I'll also do a run on the DC lines because these are here as well, so I'll do a run from Watford Junction into Euston. So, bushy, disused platform. Deepest, darkest Hertfordshire this is. I do like Bushy Station. The way it sort of sweeps and you've got three like the route going off that way and the up and downs, it's just nice. Another thing I really like about this route, now Bushy's where I showed it on the last video, I should show it again. So if I was back at Bushy and I wanted to take a picture, I'm just going to stick some brake on and stop to show this, because those of you that watch my videos will know this is something I like. So, while at Bushy, you'd kind of want to come up here, have a little look at trains coming in there, trains going off that way, if you were like that, if that was your sort of thing, right? So they've put the scenery around it, so you can see it, and it looks half decent. There's cars going around and all that. Look, but when you get to just a bit of track, there's just the trees and the track. There is no superfluous millions of 3D trees. The other thing that I really like is look, right? The line side vegetation looks fine. They're the 2D trees, so they're not caning your system and all your resources, because when you turn, they turn. And I know some people really hate them. I don't. I quite like them, especially for this route. So this is us just coming into Watford now anyway. So, massively impressed. Go out and get this. Go get the DLC it requires and have it. So thank you ever so much for joining me in this video, guys. please feel free to like, share and subscribe. Likes are really important to me at the minute. The more likes I can get on these videos, the better. Mainly because it means that my videos will be shown to a wider audience. Comments, I'm trying to reply to every comment I can. And shares get me good views as well, so please get onto that. Don't forget to join me on Twitch. Pop on over to the Facebook page to get the links for the Twitch and find out when I am streaming. I have no set schedule as such yet. Wednesday nights will probably be it at the moment. Wednesday and Sunday at the minute, if I can. And also don't forget to head on over to CX Scenarios and get this reskin. If you like it, go and grab it and give Chris a big thumbs up for it. And in the comments, please leave him a couple of comments to say if you like it or not. Be good to hear your views on it. So, once again, guys, thanks ever so much for watching, and I'll catch you soon.